Good afternoon and welcome to the Columbiana County Fair in beautiful Lisbon, Ohio. Someone must have had been in good graces with the good Lord because we've got 74-degree temperatures, just an absolute picture-perfect day, some clouds in the sky, no precipitation, and I'm here with my wonderful sidekick, Ashley Daly. We've got 13 races to bring you today, a bunch of hometown colt races, short fields, but for anyone that hasn't joined us on these broadcasts before, this is a paper clip, so it's a little different kind of circumference of a track. We've got very long straightaways and very, very tight turns here. We also have some trees in the infield. We have trees up around the corner. So we only score 4 crossed here when they go behind the gate, so anything beyond that you'll see a trailer. But we do have the track in excellent racing condition. It looks pretty fast, and we should have some nice miles and some good racing. And just a wonderful day. Tons of history over here, too, in the Lisbon County Fair. I believe they've been racing here since, like, 1861, something like that.
Really? I think we just heard before they did, the changes, 181 years.
Yeah, it's crazy.
This county
yes.
fair.
And it's went through wars, depressions, everything, and they've still had the fair and still had the racing, which I think is astronomically cool that they've been able to do all that. Really neat.
Unbelievable weather, like you said. I think even last year. So my first year at Lisbon was last year with you. I just came for day one, as I'm doing today. A lot of races still. I can't believe how many races. Every time I get on a broadcast, I'm just like, oh, it's got to start slowing down eventually, right? Horses are spreading out between fairs. No. We have full fields and plenty of races every single county fair we go to.
Yeah, the hometown Colt, the Hometown Colt series, they seem to have a lot of nominees and people that are very consistent coming to these fairs. Rosie Weavy, Corey DeAirman, they continue to bring their stock down here. So it's great racing, and I think that's why we keep our full fields, and it's just a well-supported circuit. Woody Woolham does a great job. We do got a little bit of a change. Roger Houston's been calling races here for a long time, but Roger, we kind of have the calendar shifted a little bit this year. Usually the Adios is this week, and then the next week's Hamiltonian. It was like 2 weeks. So Roger does his annual trek to Ireland, and he either left yesterday or leaving today. I don't know, one of those things. But he's on his way to Ireland. So the pinch hitter for this year is Jeff Zidek. That might sound familiar for you. He's the full-time track announcer at the Meadows in western Pennsylvania. And myself and Jeff are both proteges of Roger. So Roger has 43 people that he has brought into the race calling world, meaning like that he's groomed us and got us to call our first race. Mr. Zidek's one of them. I'm one of them, and there's plenty more that are on that list. I think Sam McKee might even be on that list.
Yes, yeah.
But we have a very diverse. Roger's very proud of his statistics and stuff, and I remember him telling me we have 43 or 45. But in that school of Roger Houston race calling is Mr. Zidek, who we have here today. He just called the Adios too at the Meadows, so very experienced race caller, and we're great to have him. So just in case you're out there and you see the difference in the voice. That's Jeff calling today.
I didn't know you've called races.
Yeah, yep.
I had no idea.
Yeah, I've actually had – I enjoy it. It's kind of fun. I used to do it amateurish when I was a kid. The problem is I'm so ingrained in calling races like Roger, like with some of his euphemisms, it's kind of funny because when I do call a race, it's hard to get away from that, you know. But, yeah, I've called races in Zanesville. I called here before. I've called a Presque Isle. Actually, I was even offered the full-time job to call it Presque Isle. But it just – I'm not a race caller. It's fun to do, but, you know, I leave that for the Barry Vic Roys and some of the other guys. I think people like Dave Bianconi and myself, we kind of like doing it, but obviously we have other roles. Mm-hmm. So, like, I enjoy this, too. This is fun when I get – especially when I get to sit and talk to you because you've got a vast knowledge of being a homegrown horsewoman in a barn your whole life. And let's tell us a little bit about Pet Project.
Pet Project. Well, we were just second by a whisker on the state fair. It happens, right? He's had a little bit of a harder season so far this year. We have all kinds of, it's always like the what ifs. And he had some troubles. What is it, the second and third leg of this, or maybe it was the third and fourth, technically. Wherever we were up at Northfield Park, we could not grab a hold of the track. Did not race his best. We had a super. I mean, he's gone in 50 and a piece this year. So, like, he's there, but it's, you know how it is. Like, sometimes you need things to work out for you, and they just quite haven't this year. But we're still very, proud of the horse by all means.
And here's your post parade.
First race of the afternoon. This is the Home Talent Colt Stakes, 2-year-old filly trotters. It's the first division, going for a purse of $5,183, first of 3 divisions. Number 1 is Ohio Cheerleader with Jerry Miller. Number 2, Miss Runner, Derek Wadaker in the bike. Number 3, Margarita Breeze with Charlie Myrick. And number 4 is Coals of Fire with Josh Cash. That's your field for race 1. Win, place, exacta, and daily double wagering. Win, place, exacta, daily double wagering on race number 1. Wager now.
And there you have it. There's your post parade for race number 1. Very important here. We do have pari-mutuel wagering. It's right behind the grandstand. We have one teller down there. So if you are local on track listening to the races, please go down and support our wagering. It's fun. We'll give you some updates on the tote board too, because it's always fun to know kind of how people, locals here, are betting these races. The 1 horse, Ohio Cheerleader, owned, trained, and driven by Jerry Miller. This one's 0 for 2 on the season, but does come off a nice second-place finish last time out. That was over at Mount Vernon, had the 2-hole, maintained position the whole way around. 2 back on that, had a nice 2-year-old qualifier at Scioto, 2-1-4. This daughter of Global Republic looks like might have been a private purchase from Lewa Schwartzruber, who bred this horse.
The 2, Derek Wadaker to drive for David Miller. This is also owned by Miller's Creatine filly, Miss Runner. 4 seasonal starts on the year with a single win, and that came 2 back at Carrollton. Was a winner by just over a length in 2:16-2. In those 4 starts, has also had an additional 2 second-place finishes, $7,600 on the card.
3 horse Margarita Breeze, trained and driven by Charlie Myrick, owned by one of my favorites, David Myrick from Florida. This one's 2 for 3 on the season, comes off 2 impressive wins, and I think this is the horse to beat.
Right up the field, we've got Coals of Fire. Josh Cash now will drive for Herman Hagerman. This is an in-range filly owned by Hagerman Racing. If we go 3 back, was a wire-to-wire winner at Hilliard in 2:07-2. 6 starts on the year with just that single win, but has made $6,700. There is your field of 4 for race 1, first division, Filly Trotters. Freshman, let's go up to the call.
The 3 Margarita Breeze, and the early trailer into that first turn is the 4 Coals of Fire, all the way flat through the first turn. Field is led by Ohio Cheerleader for Jerry Miller. Racing second around that turn, it's Miss Runner. Margarita Breeze next in third, goes off stride. The 3 hasn't made a break. Moving on the outside is Coals of Fire to take over that third spot. Down the backstretch, they head for the opening quarter-mile marker. The front runner is Ohio Cheerleader. Ohio Cheerleader takes this field over to the opening quarter in 32 4/5. 32 4 for the opening quarter. Leader is Ohio Cheerleader. Racing second into that turn, it's Miss Runner. Trotting third is Coals of Fire, and Margarita Breeze is the trailer after the break. Coals of Fire makes the move to go after the front runner as they round that turn and come back into the stretch, heading for the halfway point. With the lead, it's Ohio Cheerleader. Up on the outside, here comes Cash with Coals of Fire second. Racing third to the inside is Miss Runner. And moving to the outside is Margarita Breeze. They've covered the half mile in 1:05 3/5. 1:05 3 for the half. Into the turn for the last time, racing with the lead. It's still Ohio Cheerleader, challenged for the front by Coals of Fire. Racing third to the inside, it's Miss Runner, and on the outside is Margarita Breeze. Tightly packed field of 4 heads down the backside. 3 wide goes Margarita Breeze, but they still have some work to do to get to Ohio Cheerleader, who still has the front. Margarita Breeze now second on the outside, continues to close ground. That's a new leader is Margarita Breeze by 3/4 in 1:36 4. Into the final turn, Margarita Breeze, the big comeback, has swept on by to the lead. Ohio Cheerleader is second. Miss Runner will move to the outside third. Racing in fourth is Coals of Fire. They're at the top of the stretch, and off stride is Ohio Cheerleader. The 1 has made a break, bringing him into the stretch. It's a strong Margarita Breeze closing on the outside. Here comes Miss Runner, but through the stretch, it's all Margarita Breeze and Charlie Myrick. They'll take the opener over Miss Runner. Time for the mile, 2:08.
And there you have it. Race 1 is in the books, 3-2-4 unofficial. I was up, Ashley, at the Summit County Fair on Saturday. Had a great time. I worked with Bob Roberts. Have you worked with him?
I haven't.
Oh,
no.
my God. He's a treat. 78 years young. He's worked for the Cleveland Plain Dealer and Press. He's covered the Derby. Just great guy to sit down to. He's in the Communications Hall of Fame. anyway, we had about 2 or 3 horses on the card up there that broke, went back to dead last and won.
And still, yeah.
And here our opening race, the 3 was a prohibitive favorite. Actually, the only horse that got bet in the place poll. And I'll have to see what the win odds when they come back up, what this horse actually went off at. But I think it was second choice. Actually, it was the favorite, 460. It'll be a 6-5 shot in here. But this horse broke and went to the back of the pack, and it was like, well, I don't really know. Maybe today's not her day. But she'd made a big brush up the backside, circled the field, and kind of drew off very nicely. A nice win for David Myrick. I have a very small fan club, and I think he's in it, so that's a bingo card thing. But congrats, David. Nice race by Charlie, and I'm sure some anxious moments in the beginning, but he is headed to the RF Wilk winner's circle. 3-2-4 unofficial.
3 in a row for Margarita Breeze, and she's a Cuatro de Julio filly. I've seen just a few of those. I've been trying to keep an eye on some of the new studs we've seen. I mean, there's a few Quattros that are definitely worth watching. I say after she made that break, I mean, she came back and she trots like him, in my opinion. She trots like him. And so that's a 3 in a row. And just 4 seasonal starts for Margarita Breeze.
Last time out at Mount Vernon was 17-1, completely ignored by the public. Not today. The locals did get her 462.10. It is official, 3-2 exact at $10, and well meant for Charlie Meyer. Congrats to the Meyer clan. Margarita Breeze is heading to the winner's circle. The fans here are clapping. We've got a nice crowd here today. Again, picture perfect weather. We've probably got about 80 to 100 people in the grandstands. Talked to a couple patrons on the way in. They were excited to play some races and handicap some horses. Oh, just a great day.
Again to the Wilk family winner's circle. The winner of today's opener, Home Talent Colt Stakes 2-year-old filly trot, number 3 Margarita Breeze, owned by David Myrick of Margate, Florida. Charlie Myrick gets the training victory and the driving win. Margarita Breeze, now a 3-time winner in 4 lifetime starts, trotting the mile today in 2:08.
And there you have it. Race number 1 is official, 3-2-4.
Complete order of finish in the first race from the top down. Number 1 Ohio Cheerleader was 4th. Number 2 Miss Runner was 2nd. Number 3 Margarita Breeze was the winner. Number 4 Coals of Fire was 3rd. From the top down, it's 4, 2, 1, and 3 on the bottom. Opening quarter 32 and 4/5. The half in 105 and 3/5. 3 quarters 136 and 4/5. The mile in 2:08.
So there's race number 1 official. Race number 2, we've got one change on Everlather. Make the driver
Josh Cash.
Josh Cash on the 3 Everlather. The 5-horse Diamonds Hannah will score from the second tier. We'll tell you more about that race after these brief messages.
It all begins with a dream. In Ohio's lush pastures, a foal is born with the heart of a champion. Through dedication, care, and generations of world-class breeding, that spark grows into raw power. Today, Ohio's Standardbred industry offers nearly $24 million in purses for Ohio breds, drawing the best and rewarding the brightest. Breed, buy, race, and win in Ohio.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
Welcome back to the Columbiana County Fair in Lisbon, Ohio. Just a picture-perfect day, 74 degrees, 13 races to bring you today. We still have 12 to go. Right now they have the water truck out No precipitation over here today.
No, and I was worried about that this morning leaving my area. I had quite a few dark clouds. I pulled over real quick, and I was like, man, I need to check if it's going to rain up here because there's probably not a whole lot of sense of me driving all this way if we're going to get a rain out. But I have no complaints, and I always forget until I start driving over here because the only reason I come to this side of Ohio is when we're going up to Northfield for something.
Gotcha.
And I always forget on my drive, I mean, just how beautiful this side of the state is.
Yeah, as you can see, Steve will probably show you some of the stuff that we have around here. This place sits in like a bowl, so we have rolling greenery and hay pastures, or just a rolling field over to the left at the top of the stretch. We've got a nice picturesque area pretty much all the way around us with trees, just beautiful greenery. And our grandstand, I believe, is relatively newer within the last 10 or 15 years. Very nice overhang here. We're in very good shape where we don't have to battle any of the elements here for sure. We have had rain here at different times. We've had excruciatingly hot temperatures, but like today, the good Lord Doctor, 74 degrees, light breeze, perfectly comfortable. I mean, just a nice day here. And the paper clip, as you can see, we did have some breakers in the first race. Jerry Miller's horse was cutting the whole mile and broke. The winner broke. So it's a kind of racetrack that we do see a lot of skippers just because it literally looks like a paper clip. And you have very tight turns and very long straightaways. So, but a neat place to be racing. This is one of my favorite fairs. I don't know why I've always enjoyed coming over here. The people are just so nice too. Don, the MC that's been running this fair as well, he does a great job. Woody and his group. So nice place to watch racing for sure.
As we've seen in that first race, these long straightaways can definitely change racing as far as on a half mile. We don't see a ton of movement. It's hard to come from the back on most fair tracks, but because there's such long straightaways, you can. It's a little bit more time to move before you're headed into a turn, but as we said, those turns are very sharp.
We've seen some thrilling finishes here too. We've had some nice photo finishes. We've also had some good flesh over here. These are our future stars of tomorrow racing today. Duncan was raced here at 2 and 3 years old, and he went on to race in the Grand Circuit races and do some stuff in Ohio bred. So there's been a lot of good horses that have come over this oval too, so it's a fun little place to be.
I think today's the opening day of the fair, isn't it? Or am I crazy? Shall we look?
I would never call you crazy. So.
It is opening day because I think we talked about this last year. They have a big parade tonight.
Okay.
I swear we talked about this
Probably
last year.
did, yeah. I know today's the day I don't have a problem parking. Tomorrow it'll be a nightmare. They'll stop me and they'll breathalyze me, maybe take my blood samples to get through the gate to park. But
what do they
today's a little more
do? Do you
relaxed.
know what kind of event they have that makes it so?
I don't know, but it's always like that. The gate when if you come tomorrow where you came in, they'll stop you and say we're full, and then you have to talk your way in the rest of the way.
Did you?
Back? Okay.
It is a small fairgrounds. It's not huge, at least in this portion of the racing that we're seeing. Now, I haven't been back. It looks like behind the last turn there's quite a lot of campers. I'm assuming then more parking. But it's a tight little place when you're coming the direction of the first turn. There was not a whole lot of wiggle room. And if they get busy, I can assume that some of these fairs are strict.
They are. Have you ever done Burton?
Fair. Yeah, last year was my first year at Burton. Yep.
Burton was the only place I've ever not talked my way past things. Yeah, because I don't know why, but every year I never get a card to get in, and I always talk my way in, and they always want to collect and I'm like, I work here, I'm doing this and that. And most of the time they're like, okay, but the guy at Burton was like, nope,
not having it.
And they had to actually call someone to finally let me in, which I was cool, but I like that fair too. Burton is a very rallied around family environment where you get a lot of the Amish families out there. They bet good. It's well attended.
They do have Amish racing. I forgot about that.
The last race, yeah. I think they did the first race this year, they told me.
Yeah, it was good. That was I actually headed over to Burton because one of my best friends, that's her home fair.
Okay.
So I was like, I'll just make my way. It was open. Needed somebody to fill it, and it ended up being one of my favorites. It's a cool place.
Awesome sauce.
Looks like we
For
are
the second
gathering.
race, Home Talent Colt Stakes, 3-year-old filly Pacers. First division, going for a purse of $4,685. Number 1 is Song of World Peace, driver Logan Ebersole. Number 2 is Rose Run Bounty with Braden Rhodes. Number 3, Ever Lather, driver change to Josh Cash. 4 is Michelle's Legend with Charlie Myrick. And number 5 is Diamonds Hannah. John G. Wengard is in the bike. That's your field for race 2.
And here's your field for race number 2. 3-year-old filly pacers. The 1, Song of World Peace. Isaiah Strake trains for Phil Baldoff, who did breed this one. Logan Ebersol has the lines today. 0 for 12 on the season. Still looking for that maiden voyage win. 2 back, 2, 3, 4 back, though, was 3rd at Carrollton, Cortland, and Northfield. So I think the inside draw is going to help this one an awful lot. She's currently 99-1.
2-horse Braden Rhodes for Corey DeErman. This is a Fear the Dragon filly, Rose Run Bounty, owned out of Youngstown by Cap Equine Estates. 4 seasonal starts, and we've been knocking on the door for that first seasonal win. She's had in the last 4 starts a third, a second, and 2 more thirds recently. Oh, and she's going to actually take a step off the track for the time being. Looks like we have some broken equipment. But regardless, last time out was at Mount Vernon. Had a 3rd place finish there in 2:01 flat. Was 3rd, back by about 10 lengths. As I said, though, we've hit the board a total of 4 times in our 4 tries. Small room for improvement, though, looking for that first seasonal win. $3,700 on the year, but lifetime $25,000.
3-horse Everlather. We do have a driver change. Driver is
Josh Cash.
Josh Cash. Josh Cash is driving the 3 Everlather for trainer Herman Hagerman for Hagerman Racing. This one is another looking for still that maiden voyage win. It looks like a little bit of issues at the gate. Last time out of Carrollton made a break. 2 back at Marion made a break. So maybe a little scared of the gate, but this one's been knocking on the door with 3 seconds in the last 4 starts.
Our 4-horse Charlie Meyrick's going to try to go back-to-back with Michelle's Legend. This is a bit of a legend filly. She's still looking for to break the maiden first seasonal start.
Diamond Santa, John Wingard trains and drives for Eli Boakholder. Only 2nd career start from the far outside. And here's Jeff Zidek with the call of the 2nd.
And they're off. Stepping out is the 2 Rose Run Bounty for the lead with a 1 Song of World Peace from the 2nd tier. The 5 Diamonds Hannah is away 3rd. Racing 4th into that first turn is Michelle's Legend, and the trailer is Everlather. We'll straighten out down the backstretch. Field is led by Rose Run Bounty for Braden Rhodes. Right there 2nd is Song of World Peace. A little gap back to Diamonds Hannah in 3rd. Racing 4th is Michelle's Legend, and the trailer is Everlather. Heading down to the opening quarter-mile marker. Leading the way is Rose Run Bounty. Takes this field by the quarter in 32 seconds. 32 for the opening quarter-mile. Into the far turn. Song of World Peace sits 2nd. Racing 3rd, that's Diamonds Hannah. Pacing in 4th, it's Michelle's Legend, and the trailer is Everlather. Tightly packed field of 5 now make their way around the turn. They'll come into the stretch heading for the halfway point. Leading the way, it's Rose Run Bounty. Racing in 2nd, it's Song of World Peace. Diamonds Hannah there in 3rd. Racing 4th on the outside is Michelle's Legend. And the trailer on the inside is Everlather. They cover the half in 104 and 1/5, 104 and 1 for the half. Into the lower turn, leading the way still is Rose Run Bounty, going for that first win of the season. Song of World Peace right there in 2nd, couple of lengths back to Diamonds Hannah 3rd. Moving back up to 4th is Everlather, and the trailer is Michelle's Legend. No changes up top as they head down the backstretch. Rose Run Bounty has been in command from the start. Song of World Peace is 2nd. A little gap to Diamonds Hannah in 3rd. They're over to the 3/4 in 1:35 into that final turn. It's still Rose Run Bounty with a lead. Song of World Peace has a couple lengths to make up in 2nd. Closing on the outside, taking over 3rd now is Everlather. Back to 4th. It's Diamonds Hannah, Michelle's Legend trails. They reach the top of the stretch and turn for home. Trying to hang on the inside is Rose Run Bounty. Closing on the outside, Song of World Peace, but Rose Run Bounty is strong. Song of World Peace is going to have to settle for 2nd. It's all Rose Run Bounty going wire to wire. Time for the mile, 2:04 and 3/5.
Man, nice final quarter there. 2:04 and 3/5 for our winner, Rose Run Bounty. Corey DeErman trains Braden Rhodes with the drive. As I said when I introduced the filly, she's knocking on the door. Happy to see her get it done for the first time this year.
Yeah, she was the only horse with a winning record. Yeah, she had 4 coming in against a field of maidens, and she makes it 5 for 18 now. This one's been on the board 14 of 18 starts. This will now take her career earnings up to a little bit under $28,000. Actually, take that over a little bit over $28,000. I got to spend some time talking to Corey late last week, and he was telling me what a great job Trina Belfast and Kelly Dempsey. I think those are his two main grooms that do and second trainers that help him out in the barn. He said Misty and Dave Cap have been just awesome to work with, and he's just a blessed man. He's got a couple young ones, a 2-year-old and a 6-month-old.
Oh,
and
wow.
He just loves where his stable is and how everything's going, so a big shout out there. I have to give a correction, too, because we were on the air before and we said Corey Diermont won his first – there he is going to the winner's circle, too. He won his first stakes race a couple weeks ago in the Sire Stakes, and somehow that got circulated on the air. We used it here, and that was incorrect. In 2016, he actually won a Sire Stakes leg, and he was 4th in the final that year with a horse that he owned with his mom, and I believe the horse was named Gorgeous Road.
Okay.
I'm going strictly by memory, but it was kind of nice to take him down that road and talk about the success from being able to do that with his mom. But he's got a great stable. There's another horse, Takeaway, that's in later today that I think is a really good shot of winning. So he's got a nice hand of horses, and Corey's doing an excellent job. He's one of those guys I do root for and cheer for because he's very quiet and unassuming. So.
Second race, Home Talent Colt Stakes, 3-year-old filly Pace. Number 2, Rose Run Bounty, owned by Cap Equine Estates of Youngstown. Corey Diermont with the training victory. Braden Rhodes with the winning drive. Rose Run Bounty gets the first win in the 5th start of the season. Pacing home this afternoon in 2:04 3/5. Results are official from the top down. Number 1, Song of World Peace finished 2nd. Number 2, Rose Run Bounty was the winner. Number 3, Everlather was 3rd. Number 4, Michelle's Legend was 4th. Number 5, Diamonds Hannah was 5th. Top down, 2, 1, 3, 4, and 5 on the bottom. Opening quarter was 32 seconds, 32 for the quarter. Half was in 1:04 1/5. 3 quarters, 1:35. Time for the mile, 2:04 3/5. In the barn area, you can bring them out.
There you have it, 213 official. Finishes up in race number 2. Very popular $4 winner, 620 daily double. Takes us to race number 3.
Do have a couple changes. If anybody's following along with the program now, on the 3 Dublin's Delilah, Josh Cash. Josh Cash should drive the 3 Dublin's Delilah, and our 4-horse Dream of Charlotte, now driven by Derek Wadaker. Derek Wadaker to drive the 4. Race 3 coming up next, the first division of sophomore filly trotters. Join us back here in just a moment.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Order online at BigD'sWeb.com. Use code FAIR26 and receive $10 off your next order. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Have you heard about Bob? It's the Buckeye Owner Bonus, the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association's new incentive program. The program is for people who purchase yearlings or retain their homebreds out of mares registered and eligible for the OHHA's Breeders' Award program at the upcoming 2025 sales. The total bonus will be 1/2 the amount designated for that year's Breeders' Award program. For more information about the Buckeye Owner Bonus, visit OHHA.com or call 614-221-3650.
Hey kids, we invite you to join the Backstretch Buddies Club, a fun and free club for kids 12 and under who love horses and wants to be a part of harness racing in Ohio. Once you've signed up, you will be able to join Willie Winnett and exciting adventures and receive awesome surprises. Sign up today using the QR code.
Welcome back. Thanks for joining us, Ashley Daly and Don Tyre. This is the only time we work together, I think, this year. Probably.
That makes me sad, but I'm happy. Happy because you're here, sad because I won't see you again.
But last year we worked together kind of worked together at Old Washington. They took so long to run, you had to go back to Pennsylvania.
Actually, last year we had a bunch of dates because you were at Canfield with me, too.
I was at a bunch,
Yeah, we did
you're
Canfield.
right.
You're not coming to Canfield?
I am not. I'm somewhere else closer to me this year. Closer.
I don't blame you.
But so tell me, are you still teaching?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, I actually almost packed it in this year because at some point there's only so many hours in a day. I'm a full-time financial advisor, full-time mortgage banker, which I have 2 full-time jobs. And if that's not enough, I'm teaching college on the side. And this I do, which is a job, but it's a fun job. So, I enjoy that completely.
Because you do quite a few for OHHA up in this area.
I cover everything on the east pretty much, because it makes it easy because I'm close. I can be here in an hour hour and 10 minutes. But I thought about packing in teaching, and then one of my students sent me a picture of himself this summer. And it's like God talking to you a lot, because I was getting ready to turn my notice, and then he sent me a text and said he couldn't wait to see me in the fall. So I was like, well, guess I'm going to go back and take care of this group of kids too. So
you don't do summer classes. It's
no,
just really
teach
fall
and spring.
Okay.
Yeah, I teach 2 semesters. I teach 6 to 9 on every Wednesday night for 14 weeks. And my 2 classes rotate. I teach applied business investments, and I teach stock portfolio theory. So like this student I had in the spring, and now he's come back for the fall for the other class. So they always rotate back and forth, but they're fun. I don't think I have anything that messes up my teaching with at least the fairs this year, because I think Old Washington might race Monday, Tuesday or something.
Yes, they split there, because last year when we worked it together, it was one big old card.
Yes.
And I think maybe Jeremy Moore picked up Old Washington this year. I don't know if you've listened to Jeremy. He's kind of newer on the scene. He's out of Washington Courthouse, so I've worked a handful with Jeremy. And he will announce he's picked up a few more. I think Jeremy might announce there this year, and they've split into, I think you said right, Monday, Tuesday instead of one big card. Yeah,
it's something, but yeah, I'm okay and covered. I go on a pretty big journey for like every 2 or 3 days I have a fair. I do 2 days at Lisbon, 2 days at Mansfield, 2 days at Zanesville, then Caldwell, Woodsfield, and then I think it slows down.
When are you going to get over to Urbana?
I don't know. You got it covered. I don't need to. That's the good part.
That one next week. Right? Shoot.
Okay.
Our actual fair starts this Friday, and then we race Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
3 days of racing there?
We used to have more.
That's awesome.
We did have a full overnight card on Sunday. We probably dropped that maybe 3 or 4 years ago, because it gets a little expensive. And I understand when those overnights when these fairs have to foot the bill completely. But
no, we get Buckeyes over there, don't we?
We do, yep. Bucyrus, and so Crawford County and Urbana, Champaign County are the only fairs that, outside of Delaware, but Delaware is a pari-mutuel in itself, right? We're the only 2 fairs that get to cover 2-year-old Buckeyes is what we host.
And here's your post parade.
About the saddle pads, and they said, well, they should still be there. And I said, uh-oh. I said, I bet that's the ones that they sent home with me, and they're in my barn. But if that's the case, I'll get them over there to you. I think that's the ones they're talking about.
Was that the start of the post parade?
I think so.
No, he's turning.
Is he turning?
Yeah, Frank brought them, but then they didn't take them home with them, so they told me to take them home with me. So I've had them in my.
Horses are on the track at Parade of the Post for today's 3rd race. This is a Home Talent Colt Stakes 3-year-old filly trot. The purse $7,237. Number 1 is Go Get the Money. Driver is Braden Rhodes. Number 2, Talented Daisy with Charlie Myrick.
So anyway.
Number 3, Dublin's Delilah. Driver changed to Josh Cash. And number 4 is Dream of Charlotte. Driver changed to Derek Wanaker. That is your field for today's 3rd race. Win, place, and exacta wagering. Wager now on today's 3rd.
They're going to the gate pretty quick, so we're going to give you this one. Hometown Colon Stakes 3-year-old filly trot, race number 3. 4 horses going to the gate. The 1, Go Get the Money. Braden Rhodes drives for Rosie Weaver. Rosie Weaver owns this one. Bred from Brevana. Equine was an $18,000 Lexington select sale. Was 1 of 16 last year, 0 for 3 this year, but does have a 2nd and a 3rd, 2 and 3 back. Broke last time out, draws the rail. If it stays flat, will be one of the main contenders in here.
Our 2-horse Talented Daisy, driven and trained by Charlie Myrick. This is a long-time filly owned by Second Chance Stable of Ravenna, Ohio. 12 seasonal starts, still looking for the first win of the year, but $6,200 on the card. If we look 3 back up at Northfield Park and 10,000 claimer, and also non-winners of 1. Had a 3rd place finish in 201-1, back by about 4 lengths.
3-horse Dublin's Delia. Herman Hagerman trains for Anthony Miller and Hagerman Racing. We've got a driver change to Josh Cash. Josh Cash on that one. This is a maiden, 0 for 23, but does sport a 57-1 qualifying win earlier this year at Scioto. So this one's certainly fast enough. 2nd last time out, made a break 2 back, 2nd 3 back, 2nd 4 back. Knocking on the door. If stays flat, should be another contender.
Our 4-horse Dream of Charlotte. This is a nice 3-year-old filly. Trained by Eli Miller, Derek Whitaker, now with the drive. 9 seasonal starts, 2 wins, 4 second and 1 third place finish. $23,000 made. Coming off a second place finish at Carrollton just by a nose. But do want to mention, we've stepped it up quite a bit in the straight, the Buckeye Stallion Series. Those straight Scioto Downs 2 back was a 4th place finish in the BSS and 155 and 4.
There's your field of 4, and the Wilkenberg starting gate is rolling around the turn. The wings have opened, and we're going to send it up to the voice, Jeff Zidek, for the call of the 3rd.
See, we're 2 minutes ahead of schedule.
3-year-old filly trotters behind the gate. Here they come. And they're off from the outside of the 4. Dream of Charlotte right out for the lead. Getting away second, the 3 Dublin's Delilah. Into that first turn and 3rd. That's Talented Daisy. The 1 Go Get the Money is 4th. Off stride, the 3 Dublin's Delilah. The 3 has made a break. They'll straighten out down the backstretch off stride as well. The 1 Go Get the Money. Down the backside, it's Dream of Charlotte with the lead. Racing second is Talented Daisy. Back trotting 3rd is Dublin's Delilah, and off stride at the back is Go Get the Money. Field is well spread out as they get down to the opening quarter-mile marker. They're by that quarter in a quick 31 3/5. 31 3 quick quarter trotted there by Dream of Charlotte. Leads the way. Talented Daisy is second, way back then to Dublin's Delilah 3rd, and Go Get the Money. Field moves around the turn, heading up to the halfway point on top of the field. It's Dream of Charlotte. A close second is Talented Daisy. Racing 3rd as Dublin's Delilah. The trailer is Go Get the Money. Coming down to the halfway point, Derek Whitaker and Dream of Charlotte lead the way. Take this field by the half in 1:05. 1:05 for the opening half mile. Talented Daisy staying close in second. Racing 3rd is Dublin's Delilah. And the trailer is Go Get the Money. They head into the lower turn one last time. The leader is still Dream of Charlotte, but can't quite get away from Talented Daisy, who's there in second. Racing 3rd, it's Dublin's Delilah. Go Get the Money starts to close ground on that one as they head down the backside. The leader is Dream of Charlotte. Opens up now by 2.5 on Talented Daisy. Up on the outside, Go Get the Money takes over 3rd. They're by the 3/4 in 1:36 4/5. Into the last turn. Dream of Charlotte has led it all the way. Talented Daisy gives chase in second. Racing 3rd on the outside is Go Get the Money. Dublin's Delilah trying to reclaim that 3rd spot to the inside now does as they reach the top of the stretch and turn for home. Dream of Charlotte's led it every step. Racing second, Talented Daisy. Taking over 3rd is Dublin's Delilah, but through the stretch, this one is all Dream of Charlotte in front. Time for the mile, 2:07 4/5.
Race 3, unofficial 4-2-1. This was definitely the class of the field. This horse had 42,000 on her card. Nice season too, 7-9 on the board, 2 wins coming in. Now make it 3 of 10 on the season for Dream of Charlotte and All Trot Stables with Eli Miller, the trainer. Derek Water picked up a nice live drive today. This one went pillar to post all the way around. Nice effort by Talented Daisy. This is one of the ones that stayed flat. Used that inside position to rally and hold on for second. Nice. The public, again, 3 for 3. This one's going to pay $380 to win. The people over in here in Lisbon are very sharp today, Ashley. 4-2-1 unofficial.
And you didn't put any money on.
No,
Not today.
Not today. I would love to. This is fun. We had $46 in the win pool. I know that doesn't sound like a ton of money, but that's fun. That means a lot of these people in the grandstands are kind of enjoying themselves, betting a couple bucks. And, hey, if you bet 2 to win, you get $380. That's not bad, right?
I don't bet much.
If you did that a couple times, you could get a lemonade, right?
True. I really don't. I used to handicap because that was part of my job at one time, but I really don't. But the other night, I want to say thank you to JD. I think earlier in the comments, he congratulated us and my mom in particular. We had a State Fair winner with Knob Creek money. I did make $60 on him the other night because he went off 15-1. I said, this horse has got a shot. So I made $60. It wasn't too bad.
I didn't get a text. Did you get a text, Steve-O? We like 15-1.
Sixth event. Number 4, Dream of Charlotte, under the all-trot stable of West Farmington. Eli Miller with the training victory. Derek Wadaker picks up the winning drive. Dream of Charlotte, now a 3-time winner in 10 starts on the year. It's her 6th career victory, scoring today in a time of 2:07 4/5. Results are official from the top down. Number 1, Go Get the Money, was 3rd. Number 2, Talented Daisy, was 2nd. Number 3, Dublin's Delilah, was 4th. Number 4, Dream of Charlotte, was the race winner. From the top down, 3, 2, 4, and 1 on the bottom. Opening quarter was 31 3/5. The half in 1:05. 3 quarters 1:36 and 4/5. Time for the mile 2:07 4/5.
And that is official. 421, 380 to win, 2160 exacta. A nice exacta. That wraps up race number 3. Takes us to race number 4. We've got all 5 horses signed on here, but we do have a driver change that Ashley's going to give you.
The 4, Nova's Legend, now driven by Charlie Myrick.
Charlie Meyer catches the catch drive on Nova's Legend. We're going to tell you about those 2-year-old filly pacers for race number 4 after these brief messages.
The Ohio Harness Racing Passport is back. Sponsored by Webkenberg Starting Gates, the Passport takes you across Ohio's county fair circuit and now includes marquee events like Ohio Super Night. It's free and open to fans of all ages. Get your Passport from the OHHA broadcast team and collect your stamps. Earn prizes all season long with more ways to win. Compete for the grand prize. Experience Ohio through harness racing.
Woolen Racing has been racing and breeding winners for over 5 decades, specializing in the development of young horses racing in Ohio. We are currently looking for new partnership opportunities as the fall sales approach. Our facilities feature a half-mile all-weather track, a sand track, beautiful turnouts, and everything that is needed to set your next quarter filly up for success. Want to own your next resource and have fun doing it? If so, contact us today and join in on the thrill of Ohio harness racing.
Who feeds your need for new ideas for your family's best farm future? Ohio Farm Bureau. We work with our members to shape ag policy that will positively impact our industry. Farm Bureau is advancing business solutions to give you a competitive advantage. We help you gather information to stay ahead of important topics and technologies. Plus, Ohio Farm Bureau creates opportunities for growth. Ohio Farm Bureau, feeding your need for new ideas.
Welcome back. Thanks for joining us. Headed now into race 4 of 13. It's Ladies' Day, technically. We got all fillies going behind the gate. But, Don, you'll be back here tomorrow with the boys.
That's correct. It was Ladies' Day because Ashley's here today, too, and I think it's Boys' Day. Frank, I heard a rumbling. He might be coming to see me. If not, it'll be me and Steve-O tomorrow regardless. But the boys are on display tomorrow, but the girls are on display today. And so far, we've got some really nice fillies, too, like Takeaway Hanover later on, one of Corey DeAirman's horses has the rail. We've seen that Dream of Charlotte, very nice, well-meant horse who won last race, just shy of $50,000 in earnings. So, yeah, there's some nice fillies on this circuit and good racing for sure. Again, just a picture-perfect day over here, 74 degrees, light breeze, some clouds in the sky. I couldn't figure anything I'd rather be doing than spending time with Steve and Ashley today, talking about horse racing, learning about some of the – we were talking off the air a little bit about Big Ranger for anybody that's out there listening, our audience. Obviously, our own Ohio Big Ranger is one of the prohibitive favorites in the Hambletonian this Saturday. But not only Big Ranger – we've got from the Chris Beaver Barn, Endurance.
Yeah.
So we have a 1-2 punch, and it's kind of what I've been saying for years. The Ohio program is just so strong and tough. I would put our Ohio breds up against anybody, and 10 years ago you could not say that.
Yeah.
But now, and I always go back to Marty Woolham. He told me this years ago. He goes, Ohio breds are meant to race in Ohio. And it was very hard to kind of break that mold. And I went against it years ago myself and had good success on the Grand Circuit. But there has been a plethora of horses, and I even expect, too, like Pet Project as a 4-year-old. I could see him racing in the Graduate Series and some other stuff. But our Ohio races are as good as any races in the country. And I think it's a testament to see 2 Ohio breds literally that could finish 1-2 in the Hambletonian, which would just be fantastic. Now, I did hear this. I'm not a perfect statistician guy, but there was an old timer at Northfield on Saturday that said an Ohio bred has never won the Hambletonian. So that
who told you that?
This old timer, he was in the grandstands and he was watching
101 years
and they've
of
never
the
had
Hambo, and we might just now have
an Ohio bred win the Hambletonian.
I mean, he's got a shot, but we were talking. Those are 3 heavy hitters between Big Ranger. I've liked Endurance. Everybody was talking about Apex's win. I think Endurance raced better.
Yeah, because he was the one that had to come from out of it and come trot into it.
Unbelievable finish.
I actually still thought he won. It was very close.
Yes,
I think he pulled his head the way the horse was trotting, but he could have either got his picture taken that day too. So, yeah, they're interchangeable, the 3 of those. Selfishly, I would like to see Endurance and Big Ranger maybe dead heat for the win. I think that would be great.
Well, you gave yourself a little bit of – you were a little too humble there. Really, in recent years, Charlie is who started putting Ohio on the map when it came to Grand Circuit. I mean, you homebred, right?
Yep.
This little really Ohio sweetheart there for a little bit. He was the underdog. And
I have to give Brett Miller credit for this too, because we had – if you remember, it was pandemic when Charlie – 2020, we were in the pandemic – and he was a 2-year-old, and no one was at the jug, which was eerie, weird, and still fun all at the same time. And I was there that day, and after the races, I said,
Here they are for race
we'll talk
4,
more about
2-year-old Pacing Fillies Home Talent Colt Stakes event. First, $3,675. Number 1 is CPF Wash and Rinse. Jerry Miller drives. Number 2, Catch the Moment with Braden Rhodes. Number 3 is Mickey Delight. Driver is Josh Cash. 4 is Nova's Legend. Driver change to Charlie Myrick. Number 5 is No Unsaid with Logan Ebersole. That's your field for race 4. Win place and exacta wagering. Wager now.
And here we go. Here is your field. Race number 4, 2-year-old Philly Pacers. The 1-horse CPF Wash and Rinse. Jerry Miller trains and drives for Crazy Parrot Farm. 0 for 4 on the season. Does have a 3rd place finish. That was 4 back at Cortland. Did draw the rail last 2 times. 2 starts back, had a little problem. Last time we got away 3rd. This one's still trying to learn and grow. The pole will help, but one of the longer shots in the race.
Catch the Moment leaving from the 2nd post position, driven by Braden Rhodes. Rosie Weaver is the trainer. This is a Catch the Fire filly of a Mach 3 mare. Heartland Acres, as well as Weaver, do co-own this filly. 7 seasonal starts with 4 wins, 2 seconds, and 1 3rd place finish. She's coming right off of a win at Painesville. She sat in the pocket and finally popped it around the finish line, actually. Was a winner by just half of a length in 202 flat, $12,000 on the year.
3-horse Mickey Delight, trained and driven by Josh Cash. Collie Cash owns. This one's 1 for 5 on the year, 3 for 5 on the board. Had a very big effort 2 back at Carrollton. I was actually there that day. This one made a nice power move and just made a skip right at the wire. Otherwise, this one would have won that day. Individually timed in the Ohio Sire Stakes, 3 back, 56 and 4, won by Open Daylights last time out. This one's 2-1, a nice price here, and I think the horse to beat.
Our 4-horse, Charlie Myrick, picks up the catch drive. Nova's Legend, William Simmons Sr., trains and owns this bit of a legend and filly. 2 starts with 1 win. That was last time out. Went wire to wire out Mount Vernon in 202 and 1. Originally, just a $7,500 purchase from the Blooded Horse Sale.
5-horse, No One Said. Isaiah Strake trains. Logan Ebersole has the lines. Terry and Isaiah Strake co-own with Cherie Cox and Beth Anna Mann. 0 for 3 on the season. This one will start from the 2nd tier. Took a lot of air last time out at Mount Vernon. Won't take as much air this time, but will be following one of the inside horses. And that's your field of 5. Send it up to Jeff Zidek for the call.
Pacing Fillies Home Talent Colt Stakes. Here they come. And they're off from mid-pack. The 3, Mickey Delight, goes for the lead with a 2, Catch the Moment. On the outside third, the 4, Nova's Legend, away 4th into that first turn. It's No Unsaid, and the early trailer is CPF Wash and Rinse. They'll head around the lower turn. Field is led by Mickey Delight for Josh Cash, racing 2nd. As they head down the backstretch is Catch the Moment. Pacing 3rd, that's Nova's Legend. Right there in 4th, it's No Unsaid in the trailer, CPF Wash and Rinse. Field of freshmen, Philly Pacers head down the backstretch to the opening quarter-mile marker. The leader is Mickey Delight. And we'll take this field by the quarter in 33 2/5, 33 2 for the opening quarter. Into the far turn, the leader is Mickey Delight. Catch the Moment is there in 2nd. Pacing in 3rd, that's Nova's Legend. Racing 4th is No Unsaid. The trailer is CPF Wash and Rinse. They'll bend around the turn and come into the stretch, heading for the halfway marker. Leading the way is Mickey Delight. Catch the Moment still second. Right there in third, it's Nova's Legend. Following along in fourth, that's No Unsaid. And the trailer is CPF Wash and Rinse. No movement as they get to the halfway point in 1:06 3/5. Leading the way, it's still Mickey Delight off the easy enough fractions as they take him into the lower turn. Racing second is Catch the Moment. Pacing third, that's Nova's Legend. Racing in fourth is No Unsaid. And a little rough gated at the back is CPF Wash and Rinse. They head down the back stretch, pull in the pocket. Here comes Catch the Moment. It's going to challenge Mickey Delight for the front. Racing third, Nova's Legend. Fourth belongs to No Unsaid. The trailer is CPF Wash and Rinse. Battles on as they get to the three-quarter marker. Mickey Delight by that station in 1:37.1. Into the final turn. Leader remains Mickey Delight. On the outside, Catch the Moment is second. Racing third is Nova's Legend. Farther back to No Unsaid and CPF Wash and Rinse. They're at the top of the stretch and they're on their way home. Bringing them into the lane, and Mickey Delight's led it all the way. On the outside, closing is Catch the Moment. Inside route for Nova's Legend. Through the stretch, Mickey Delight. Nova's Legend to the inside. Mickey Delight gets the win. Time for the mile, 2:07 1/5.
2:07 I told you, Ashley, I thought at the half when our mics were dark that this was going to be a fun finish, and it ended up being a fun finish. I actually thought it was going to be the 2 and the 3 dogging it right to the wire, but lo and behold, Nova's Legend, great drive by Charlie Myrick. This one was actually almost photoing for the win. It looked like maybe a little bit of ground ran out. If it was a pari-mutuel track, they might have taken a look at it from the judges, but Mickey Delight, no doubt about it. I like this one before they went to the gate. And if you back that one, you got a juicy $2-1 win price, $6. We had money well spread around there. All 4 horses were 2-1 except the 2, which is astonishing. Oh, maybe that was the money. I'm sorry, that was bet on it. No, the 3's going to pay $7.20 to win here. The 2 ended up the favorite. That's what it was. I'm sorry. But anyway, nice race. The 4 horse was a 9-1 shot and came rolling down the lane. It's going to be 3-4-2 unofficial, but some excitement here at Lisbon. It was a good photo finish.
Josh Cash gets his first training and driving win of the day. And I think as I open my program back up, that's 2 in a row for Mickey Delight.
Could have easily been 3 in a row. That day, that day at Carrollton, she was home free and just kind of took a bad step right at the wire. Otherwise, she would have won that effort too. So,
one of the cheaper horses that we've seen in this field, specifically Mickey Delight, originally just a $5,200 purchase from the Blooded Horse Sale, owned by daughter, right? Kylie Cash?
Yes. Although I've been calling Keith Cash Jr. Keith Cash for 20 years, so now I know his nickname, or maybe his middle name's Jay, and he goes by Josh, so I'm going to have to correct myself when I see him now. So, and Josh Cash is coming back to the winner's circle with Mickey Delight.
Not a big filly, is she?
No, she isn't, but which is perfect for a place like this.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Moving into the World Family Winner's Circle. Number 3, Mickey Delight by Kylie Cash of Medina. Keith Cash Jr., Josh Cash gets the training and driving victory. Mickey Delight, now a 2-time winner in 6 career starts. Facing home to this afternoon in 2:07 1/5. Results are official from the top down. The 1 CPF Wash and Rinse was 5th. Number 2 Catch the Moment was 3rd. Number 3 Mickey Delight was the winner. Number 4 Nova's Legend was 2nd. Number 5 No Unsaid was 4th. From the top down, 5, 3, 1, 2, and 4 on the bottom. Opening quarter 33 2/5. Half in 1:06 3 3/4 1:37 1. The mile 2:07 1/5.
There you have it. That race is official. 3-4-2 takes us to race number 5. Do we have any changes here?
I don't. We're clear right now.
So we are clear. We've got 4 horses heading the gate for 2-year-old filly trotters for $51.83. We're going to tell you more about that race after these messages.
They're often racing in the Southern Valley Colt Circuit. Catch the excitement of Ohio harness racing at one of the county fairs in the Southern Valley Colt Circuit. For over 150 years, people have gathered at county fairs to cheer on their favorite racehorses. Keep the tradition alive. Visit one of the 10 fairs in the Southern Valley Colt Circuit this summer. Horses, racing, and winning. It's the Southern Valley Colt Circuit, 10 great fairs in southeastern Ohio. Once a year, the greatest converge. 12 championship races. Over $7 million on the line. History will be made. Legends will rise. In October 2026, Scioto Downs becomes the venue where speed meets destiny. The Breeders' Crown, harness racing's ultimate showdown. It all comes down to the Breeders' Crown.
The Ohio equine industry needs your help. I'm Scott Mogan, president of the Ohio Harness Horsemen Association. With over 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. That means jobs that pump millions of dollars into the local economy and support thousands of families. For Ohio's equine industry to remain strong, we need to send a clear message to our legislators about the important role that the agricultural small businesses play in Ohio's economy. To do that, we need your help. PACER, the Political Action Committee for Equine Racing, helps support and inform on issues that could positively affect Ohio harness racing. Please consider a donation to PACER. To donate, visit our website at ohha.com or call 614-221-3650. Your donation will help keep harness racing strong in Ohio. Thank you for your support.
Welcome back. Columbiana County Fair here in Lisbon. Race 5 of 13, be our second division, actually, of our freshman filly trotters. $5,183. Looking for a full gate. 4 horses. We got a couple, maybe just one, already out on the track. 2 is stepping on.
Again, just a perfect day over here today. Nice weather, 74 degrees. We keep some water down on the track. Track's been in good condition.
I was looking in the Huff Sky just a moment ago. Our trotting track record was broken last year and then re-equaled in the same racing card. Trotting track record is 2:04 flat, set in 2025 by Promise at Dawn, and I think equaled by Tiny Tom. Pacing track record, though, is an older one. If you had to guess, it's 2 minutes flat as a pacing track record.
Duncan.
Older than, way older than that.
Way older than that.
If you had to guess a year.
86.
94.
Okay.
94. 1994 was Bud's victory.
Bud's victory. How about that?
2 minutes flat. So I think our pacers aren't really, we haven't had a mile near 2 minutes yet. Well, we had a 2:04 and 3 for our sophomore filly trotters, but it's still quite a ways off that pacing track record. Moving along pretty good today. Say once we post parade, they really do put them right behind the gate.
Yeah, as soon as we get your post parade, we'll give you a brief rundown, and then where these horses are going to be heading to the gate for sure.
No pylons here, but we do have cones. I noticed. Say I think they might have been hit once or twice in that final turn down there, but
it's interesting to mention that because we had this discussion on Saturday with Bob Roberts. They used to have hub rails everywhere, and the mnemonic for that is that the wood, you hit the wood, meaning like that's, you'll hear people say that, I hit the wood, basically, which means you went right to the rail.
Okay.
So now we don't have wood, so we use that. But since for the longest time on all these tracks we did have the wood, he was telling me about a driver at Northfield that always came up the rail a lot and hit the wood a lot, Jerry Bookmeyer. Do you know Jerry Bookmeyer's?
I know the name.
Yeah. Do you know his nickname?
No.
It was the termite because he hit the wood. So, and here's your post.
Fifth race, 2-year-old filly trotters, first $5,183 in this home talent Colt Stakes event. Number 1, Dolly's Mission with Braden Rhodes. Number 2 is Volstead's Tempest with Logan Ebersole. Number 3 is Better Be Hoppin'. Driver is Case Bateson. And the 4 is Image of Money with John Wenger. That is your field for race number 5. Win place and exacta wagering. Wager now.
And here's your field for a 2-year-old filly trot. 4 going to the gate. The 1 horse, Dolly's Mission. William Simmons trains and owns this one. Braden Rhodes has the lines today. This one loves to go forwardly placed off the gate. 2 starts, just a second place finish. That was 2 back at Carrollton, but both efforts was on the lead. I expect this one to be forwardly placed as well.
Logan Ebersol will drive the 2 Volstead's Tempest. Gary Martin trains and owns this Volstead filly of a credit winner mare. 3 lifetime starts with a single 3rd place finish, and that came back actually in the first start. So 3 back at Cortland on July 14th, was 3rd just by a nose in 2:10 and 2. Originally an $8,000 purchase, $1,500 on the card.
3 horse, Better Be Hoppin'. Karen Fred trains and co-owns with Jan Fred husband. Case Bateson has the lines today. This one has been racing in Buckeye Stallion Series events. 2 back at Bucyrus, 3 back at Scioto, and finished 2nd and 3rd in those 2 efforts. At the fairs last time out at Mount Vernon, aired out from the rail, 90 cents at $1, trod 205, which is a nice mile. So 3 board hits in the last 3 efforts. Series contender in here, probably one of the ones to beat.
Image of Money leaving from the far outside in the 4-hole. John Wingard trains and drives this Ready for Money filly. She's got 3 seasonal starts, and I think we're looking to stay flat here. She's unfortunately having some braking issues. The only flat line I have to give you actually came back at a qualifier at Northfield Park on June 25th. Did stay flat, but still finished 6th at distance, and I do not have a time to share. Must have been a private purchase from LaBelle Farms, now owned by Eli Stable of Fredericksburg, Ohio. Just over $600 made in lifetime earnings.
4 horse, Image of Money, John G. Wingard.
Did I just read off the wrong horse?
I think you might have. You're supposed to. Or no, Better Be.
No,
No, you did it. Never mind. We're good. We're all right. I'm going through twice. Sometimes I daydream. Anyway, there's all 4. We've given you all the horses. The Mike Wilkenberg starting gates rolling. And we're ready to go. We're going to send it up to the voice, Jeff Zidek, for the call of race number 5.
Two-year-old filly trotters behind the gate. Here they come. And they're off stride of the start. The 4 Image of Money going for the lead. That's the 1 Dolly's Mission alongside is the 2 Volstead's Tempest. Better Be Hoppin' is 3rd into that first turn. Off stride goes the 2 Volstead's Tempest. The 2 has made a break. Trailing the field after the early break is Image of Money. Down the backside, off stride, the 3 Better Be Hoppin'. The 3 has made a break. Left alone on the front now is Dolly's Mission for Braden Rhodes. Back trotting 2nd is Better Be Hoppin'. Racing 3rd is Volstead's Tempest, and the trailer is Image of Money. They're down to the opening quarter-mile marker. No pressure here for Dolly's Mission. Covers the quarter in 34 and 3/5. 34 and 3, easy enough quarter there for Dolly's Mission. Leads this field into the far turn. Racing 2nd, it's Better Be Hoppin'. Trying to close some ground in 3rd is Volstead's Tempest, and the trailer is Image of Money. Freshmen and filly trotters are well spread out in this Home Talent Colt Stakes event. They come by the grandstand for the first time. Leading the way, it's Dolly's Mission. Starting to close some ground in 2nd is Better Be Hoppin' as they reach the half by that marker in 106 and 4/5. 106 and 4 for the half. Racing 3rd is Volstead's Tempest, and the trailer is Image of Money. Last lap, and it's Dolly's Mission with the lead. Opening up a bit now on Better Be Hoppin', who's 2nd. Racing in 3rd, that's Volstead's Tempest, and the trailer is Image of Money. Down the backside, they head to the 3/4 marker. Dolly's Mission going for that first career victory, but starting to reel that one in a bit is Better Be Hoppin' 2nd. Racing 3rd is Volstead's Tempest. They're over to the 3/4, and the gap is narrowing by 3/4 and 1, 37 and 2/5. Dolly's Mission has had it all her way from the start, but Better Be Hoppin' continues to close with every stride. Farther back to Volstead's Tempest 3rd, and Image of Money is 4th. They reach the top of the stretch. Off stride is Better Be Hoppin'. The 3 made a break. Dolly's Mission now in command. Racing 2nd, Better Be Hoppin' after that break has recovered as they move into the lane and they come into the wire. This one is all Dolly's Mission gets that first career win. Time for the mile, 2:11 and 3/5.
There you have it, unofficial 1-3-2. All 4 of the entrants at one point in time made a skip in the race. Actually, at the top of the stretch, both the leader and the 2nd place horse both made a break, but they both got back down trotting. But no doubt about the winner. Braden Rhodes did a great job with that one. Dolly's Mission is now a maiden, no longer. First win in 3 starts. Judges are going to look at Judges are going to peek at this one again because both horses did make breaks at the top of the stretch. So I'm not sure there'll be a placing change. We'll leave it up to them, but kind of interesting to see every single horse make a break at some point, right?
I'm going to say we're going to have – it's going to take just a moment before we do go official.
Yeah, Judge is going to look at our replays video, which is one thing that we have with our broadcast. We do have races that we tape and see, so our broadcast, the judges can go back and look at the video and get an idea of what happened. Missy, the 3 horse was a prohibitive favorite, 1-9.
Fortunately, we don't have the best angle, especially the way that we're set up at this track. As far as they're probably just trying to check if they lost ground, right? But they both did make that quick break. They both came on pretty, went back flat pretty quick. Braden thinks he'll be all right, though. He's slowly making his way around, so we'll be just a moment, but. Especially still, we're not really beginning of the season all, but there's a few horses here that only have 2 or 3 starts. Everybody's behaving pretty well. Of course, we've had our breakers, but there's a lot going on in this infield. There's a lot of distraction, a lot of everything going on we've got an arena going into the final turn. That must be where they have their riding horse shows and things, and bleachers and trucks and trailers and everything. And I think everybody's, especially for warm-ups, they haven't caused too big of a fit at all.
No, and every as you said, Ashley, every fair is different. Some of our fairs we have nothing around it, and other ones like this one we have a winner's circle in the middle. We've got trees in the middle. We've got a grandstand in the middle. At Zanesville, we park cars in the middle. Sometimes we have those neat little Ferris fields and stuff.
Dolly's Mission as the winner.
So we do. Judges looked at it, took a quick peek, saw nothing wrong. So Braden is heading to the winner's circle. And he's going to return 21-20 to the faithful backers here in
Did he run
that Bet Dolly's Mission.
Not enough to place him. Okay.
1, 3, 2, unofficial.
Couple steps.
Yeah.
Moving into the Wilk Family Winners Circle, number 1, Dolly's Mission, owned by William Simmons of Atwater. He's also the winning trainer. Braden Rhodes with the winning drive. Dolly's Mission gets the first career win, scoring here in 2:11 3/5. Results are official from the top down. The 1, Dolly's Mission, was the winner.
And then at the top of the stretch.
Number 2, Volstead's Tempest was 3rd. Number 3, Better Be Hoppin' was 2nd. The 4, Image of Money was 4th. Top down, 1, 3, 2, and 4 on the bottom. Opening quarter was 34 3/5. The half in 106 4/5. 3 quarters 137 2. The time for the mile 2:11 3/5.
There you go, race number 5 official. 1 horse, 21-20 to win. Exacta, 1-3. Anomaly, 960. You could have got more on the win ticket than the exacta, but that's when you have small pools, so that does happen. Takes us to race number 6. Do we have any changes here for race number 6?
Race 6 is clear.
All right, so we've got 2-year-old filly Pacers. The 3rd division going for $36.75. No changes in your program. We'll be back after these brief messages.
Midland Acres is proud to stand the prominent stallions, TCI, Long Tom, Ready for Money, Monty Mickey, Summa Cum Laude, and Bit of a Legend. With such great pedigree and speed in the stallion barn, Midland Acres will provide a diverse group of top yearlings in the sale ring for 2025. Visit us this fall at our consignments at the Blooded Horse Sale on August 26th, the Ohio Select Jug Sale on September 12th, and the Lexington Select Sale on September 29th through October 3rd. Let Midland Acres' experience in the industry lead you to the winner's circle.
The Ohio Harness Racing Passport is back. Sponsored by Webkenberg Starting Gates, the Passport takes you across Ohio's county fair circuit and now includes marquee events like Ohio Super Night. It's free and open to fans of all ages. Get your passport from the OHHA broadcast team and collect your stamps. Earn prizes all season long with more ways to win. Compete for the grand prize. Experience Ohio through harness racing.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
Welcome back to the Columbiana County Fair in Lisbon, Ohio. Don Tiger, Ashley Daly, Steve-O, bringing you some action-packed racing, grassroots harness racing over here in eastern Ohio. We've got 5 races in. We've still got 8 to go. The fillies are on display today, and it does take us to race number 6, a field of 4 going for $36.75. These are 2-year-old filly pacers, and we have no changes in your program.
That's not something that happens often around any county fair, right?
That's correct. Do we have, on our link for YouTube, do we have programs on there too or no?
We should.
Because I know we have them at OhioHarnessRacing.com. You can get the programs on there. Okay, perfect. All right, very good. So you can, so if you are listening along and you want to know about the programs, you can click in the chat. If you can't find them in there, we also, if you go to our website, OhioHarnessRacing.com, and click on View Live Races, you can click on the exact same program that we're giving you to go over our races. Those are available daily right when our broadcasts come on, as an FYI.
We just recently changed over to a new website. I don't know if either of you knew that. I obviously know that because I work for them. But we put in a lot of work. I shouldn't say we. It's a small group in the office have done a wonderful job, and we actually, I guess, consulted an outside company to kind of tie up some loose ends, and they've done a wonderful job, and it's a very pretty website, but there's going to be some growing pains with it. So if anybody has any issues, please make sure to let us know. Actually, we did have some program issues at whatever fair I was at last week. Sydney, day 2 of Sydney, we just couldn't find. And so we're trying to figure things out. We appreciate the patience. You know, once we get used to this platform, you guys included, it's going to be much better than the previous one.
Is it the same URL?
It is. Yep.
Okay,
so
perfect.
still OHHA.com, and technically the Harness Racing Ohio does exist, but it will reroute you to OHHA.com now.
Perfect.
And viewing live races is going to be this pretty much the same. It's all going to be under racing. I'm trying to think if there are any other big changes from that. So it'll feel a little different, but you ever have any issues, again, please make sure to let us know, and we'll work on it behind the scenes on our part. But our YouTube is probably always going to be the easiest to remember as well.
Always good to know where you can get us and get our information. So it's good to hear that we've made some updated changes. A lot of people don't like changes, but once you get used to the changes, you can be really, technology continues to grow, be one of the amazing things that we have as, you know, Americans and young people to see all the changes that take place. I can go back to my mom. It's funny. I remember like 20 years ago, my mom said she'd never text. Now she doesn't call and she only texts.
Really?
Oh my goodness, it's crazy. So.
Looks like we are all out for race 6, just a field of 4 horses.
And here's Jeff with the post parade.
They didn't want to do that, but we said, well, we don't want it all in 1 year. So anytime after the first year they get
Horses are on the track and parading the post for today's 6th race. Home Talent Colt Stakes 2-year-old filly pacers for a purse of $3,675. Number 1 is She's a Kiba. Jerry Miller does the driving. Number 2 is Fiery Lips with Josh Cash. Number 3, We Let the Liquor Talk. Case Bateson, the driver. And number 4 is Artificial Roses. Driver is Braden Rhodes. That's your field for the 6th race. Win, place, and exacta wagering. Wager now.
Race 6, here we go. Field of 4, the first. She's a Keepa. I like the name too. Great name here. Jerry Miller trains and drives and owns this one. 0 for 5 on the season. Was distanced last 2 times out. Was off the gate. Not sure she liked the second tier. Maybe if that was at Bucyrus. No, that would have been on the gate. Just missed the gate that time. Does show some brakes, so maybe she's got a little bit of manner problems. Definitely the rail will help this one, but she's got to improve.
Josh Cash trains and drives the 2. Fiery Lips is a catch the Fire filly owned by Kylie Cash. 5 lifetime starts. Still looking to break the maiden, but if we go 2 back at Carrollton, did have a second place finish in 2:09 and 3, a total of 3 board hits in those 5 seasonal starts. Last time out was at Painesville. Timed a better mile, unfortunately was just out of that board hit. 4th place finish in 2:06 and 1, $3,900 made, originally a $3,700 purchase.
3 horse, We Let the Liquor Talk. Amy Nicholson trains and co-owns with Matthew Goulet. Case Bateson has the lines today. 0 for 3 on the season, but last time out did finish 3rd, so has 1 on the board finish, and that came at Mount Vernon. Another one that seems to be improving every week, and this one's currently about 8 to 1.
Our 4 Artificial Roses. Braden Rhodes with the drive of this Mr. Cooley filly. 3 lifetime starts, still looking to hit the board, but she has made just under $500. The last 2 have been at Carrollton and Mount Vernon, where she has finished 5th at distance. Hopefully today, well, we're going to finish 4th at least, right? So let's roll on up to Jeff for the call of the 6th.
Come talk to me about coming down west of the road, coming down through my place, and then that didn't come through. And then they moved that condenser station or compression station up to Kiko.
And they're off. Stepping out is the 2 Fiery Lips for the lead with the 1 She's a Kiba. As the 3 We Let the Liquor Talk away 3rd. And the early trailer is the 4 Artificial Roses. Off stride, She's a Kiba and everybody else. As they move around the turn, Fiery Lips stays on stride. The rest have made breaks. She's a Kiba comes back down pacing 2nd. 3rd on the outside comes We Let the Liquor Talk. And farther back now to Artificial Roses. They head down the backside to the opening quarter-mile marker. Leading the way is Fiery Lips, racing 2nd. She's a Kiba. Pacing 3rd is We Let the Liquor Talk, and the trailer is Artificial Roses. They are down by the opening quarter station in a slow 36 seconds. 36 for the opening quarter. Freshman Philly Pacers move into that lower turn, leading the way. It's Fiery Lips for Josh Cash. Racing 2nd is She's a Kiba. The tempo is very slow here. We Let the Liquor Talk is coming to the outside 3rd. The trailer is Artificial Roses. They're coming past the grandstand for the first time. Leading the way is Fiery Lips. Challenge on the outside comes from We Let the Liquor Talk. Racing 3rd to the inside is She's a Kiba. And the trailer is Artificial Roses. They are by the half in 1:10 and 4/5. 1:10 and 4/5 for the half. End of the turn. They've got less than a lap to go. Leading the way is Fiery Lips. Racing in 2nd is She's a Kiba. 3rd on the outside is We Let the Liquor Talk. And the trailer is Artificial Roses. One last time down the backstretch. Leading the way, it's Fiery Lips. 2nd on the outside is We Let the Liquor Talk. 3rd to the inside is She's a Kiba. And the trailer is Artificial Roses. And they've got a little more than a quarter mile to go. Fiery Lips has been in command all the way. Takes this field by the 3/4 in 1:44 and 3 into the last turn for the last time. Fiery Lips continues to lead the way. Racing 2nd is We Let the Liquor Talk. Off stride goes She's a Kiba. The 1 has made a break, and the trailer is Artificial Roses. Top of the stretch, turning for home. Leading the way still is Fiery Lips. Racing 2nd is We Let the Liquor Talk to the outside through the stretch. Fiery Lips. We Let the Liquor Talk 2nd. Fiery Lips gets the win.
If he get his head on straight, he might.
Time for the mile, 2:15 and 3/5.
That was an eventful race for sure. Someone was never not going to be a maiden no more, and the maiden no more is Josh Cash with the 2 horse.
What a name, too. Fiery Lips.
Fiery Lips. Fiery Lips is on the way to the winner's circle, but a lot of drama behind it. We had breakers left and right. 3 horse was on a line, very bad. That horse has a little bit of go, but
a ton of pace. But Case was having all kinds of problems. Didn't want to travel straight. I did see there was was it a line pull? I don't know if maybe it was a line pull. I wonder if that was possibly on the wrong side.
Could have been, yeah.
An accident, and oops, I didn't see exactly how that horse was rigged, but Case had a heck of a time, especially there coming out of the first turn.
Yeah, and he still is almost back on the front side before he could turn that one around. So that's good. This Western Terror daughter is going to be much better as she grows up. Little Green.
Inquiry to this race. Please hold all tickets. Hold all tickets on this 6th race.
And so we do have probably just a general inquiry. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if everything made a break in this turn. I thought Case might have interfered a little bit, but they did not say.
Well, we got some of the best in the business here. Mr. Stacy, Woody Woolham, and Dave Stats, they'll figure this out. We'll just tell you about it.
That's why they do what they do, right?
That's right.
We just talk.
That's right. We do what we do. They do what they do. But I'm guessing at the end of the day, Fiery Lips is still going to be a declared winner here. Maybe some of the underneath horses we'll see, which that does make a double for Josh Cash today, training and driving double. So.
This is probably the most well-maintained winner circle out of all Ohio
This is
County
a serious
fairs,
winner
honestly.
circle.
Yeah.
Someone's laid brick and put stone and mason around it, and it's been, we've got flowers, we've got mulch. So this isn't your average winner circle. It's a very nice winner circle.
They even have mats.
Yes, that's pretty good.
Going in.
Another very popular winner for the locals here. This one's going to pay $260, a 1-to-5 shot.
Yep, I do. So, yep, I'll get all there.
$3,700 purchase at the sale, Blood Horse sale.
Into the family winner circle, the unofficial winner, number 2, Fiery Lips, owned by Kylie Cash. Josh Cash with the training and driving victory. Fiery Lips, 2-year-old filly by Catch the Fire, gets the first career win, scoring here in 2:15 and 3/5.
Yep, I'll get all there. Eric. We'll refund the money too. So, yep, sounds good.
I don't think Case could have beat him anyway because he was,
That horse head was driving.
Well, we do hang out for a minute.
But
So
I mean,
you
he
were
backed
at
up the
Northfield
half
on
to
Saturday night for the
110.
Summit Fair. How many did they have? 20?
20. We had one no contest. We had a horse with a line break and went to the left. And fortunately, all the horses and drivers were okay. Kind of happened at the beginning of the race. I think if it would happen into the race, it could have been a lot worse. The outrider up there, I'm trying to think of her name, did an amazing.
Probably Nadine.
Nadine did an amazing job.
She's a hawk, yeah.
She actually had to catch the same horse twice. But yeah, Nadine was on her A game at Summit County Fair on Saturday. But long night for sure. We started at 5. It was a 7-hour broadcast. So.
Oof. It's always long. When we
It
know Northfield Park for the Summit County Fair is still it's gonna run pretty on par for their regular racing every single
Frank owes me a steak dinner and all kinds of cervezas, and I told him that was going to be more expensive than paying me to go up there. So you remind him of that when you see him in the office.
You're gonna
Say,
probably see him
Don's
tomorrow."
looking very skinny, and he said he's starving himself for like 12 days before you take him to eat. I'm going to get like 3 fillets on top of each other.
And you're probably going to see him tomorrow. So if you say that, also remind him that he owes the office staff like 2 Christmas dinners.
2 Christmas dinners.
We have
okay.
not had one in 2 years, and Christmas really isn't that far away. We're over halfway through the year already.
I'm going to tell him.
Make that 3.
We're going to work him over a little bit, Steve-O. We're going to get him tomorrow. Uh-oh.
Number 4, Artificial Roses. It has been determined had broken equipment prior to the start.
No starter.
For wagering purposes, all money wagered on the 4 Artificial Roses will be refunded. Once again, for wagering purposes, all money on the 4 Artificial Roses will be refunded due to broken equipment prior to the start of the race.
So that's important, too. If you are listening to our broadcast and you are on track and in the barn area or whatever, if you did bet the 4 or had the 4 in the exactas or place pull, that money's refunded. Here's your complete order finish.
Number 1, Shiza Kiba, finished 3rd, was placed back to 4th for interference in the first turn while on a break. Once again, number 1, Shiza Kiba, finished 3rd, placed back to 4th for interference while on a break in the first turn. Number 2, Fiery Lips was the winner. Number 3, We Let the Liquor Talk was 2nd. Number 4, Artificial Roses, finished 4th, was placed up to 3rd. Once again, number 4, Artificial Roses officially finished 4th, placed up to 3rd. However, due to broken equipment prior to the start for wagering purposes, the 4 is being refunded. All wagers on number 4, Artificial Roses, will be refunded. Opening quarter was 36 seconds, the half 1:10 and 4/5, 3/4 1:44 and 3, the mile 2:15 and 3/5. To Hoofbeat Harmony
There you go. Race number 6 is official. We had a little change there, too. 2, 3, 4 is what official order of finish was. The 1 was 3 placed 4. So that is in the books. Takes us to race number 7. And we have one change. The driver on the 2 is
Chris Hirschberger.
Chris Hirschberger will be driving the 2 Hoofbeat Harmony. And we're going to tell you about those 2-year-old filly pacers for race number 7 after these brief messages.
For over 100 years, the values at CoverLink Insurance have been clear. Do the right thing. These values have been at the forefront of what we do, and that will never change. At CoverLink Insurance, you're a person, not a policy. Whether you raise crops, livestock, or own the family farm, CoverLink's farm insurance can be tailored to meet your needs. Trusted advice and solutions to protect what matters most. Great service from great people, CoverLink Insurance.
This September, the thrill returns to Delaware, Ohio. It's the Little Brown Jug. World-class harness racing, heart-pounding action, and unforgettable fun. Join the tradition. Feel the roar. Be a part of history. We have several hospitality and ticket options, including the new Jug Social Club. Please visit littlebrownjug.com or call 1-800-DEL-FAIR. The Little Brown Jug, where champions are crowned.
It all begins with a dream. In Ohio's lush pastures, a foal is born with the heart of a champion. Through dedication, care, and generations of world-class breeding, that spark grows into raw power. Today, Ohio's Standardbred industry offers nearly $24 million in purses for Ohio breds, drawing the best and rewarding the brightest. Breed, buy, race, and win in Ohio.
Welcome back to the Columbiana County Fair in beautiful Lisbon, Ohio. Don Tiger, Ashley Daly, Steve-O. We're bringing you 13 races today. We've already got
We're halfway
6
through.
down.
We're halfway through. Look at that.
Yeah, pretty nice. It's been a great day. Good weather, good racing so far. We still got a lot of feature horses coming in through here.
We're just having conversations off air. Northfield's dark tomorrow. Yeah, we said that. Not racing tomorrow. And something changed for Scioto for the month of August. We're going to be dark on Wednesdays. That shift happened because they had to give up 4 days, or decided to give up 4 days in August. So the 4 Wednesdays in August will now be used for the eliminations in the final of the Breeders' Crown in October.
Really cool, which is awful exciting. So we're going to see the best of the best in October in Ohio. First time ever. So that's going to be awesome.
So I was supposed to be at Scioto Downs Saturday night. Our TV and tickets, our youth gathering that we talked so much about last week, got rained out. Probably could have had it, could have still gone forth with it, but decided to play on the safe side since we were outside.
This afternoon's 7th race, 2-year-old filly pacers in a home talent colt stakes event for a purse of $3,675. Number 1 is CPF Preble. The driver is Case Bateson. Number 2 is Hoofbeat Harmony. Driver change to Chris Hirschberger. Number 3, Famous Alert with Logan Ebersole. And number 4 is Laurel's Legend. Driver is Braden Rhodes. That's your field for race number 7. Win place and exacta wagering. Wager now.
1, CPF Preedy. Robert Barry's trains for Crazy Parrot Farms. Case Bateson has the lines today. This one's coming off a two-length score at Mount Vernon last time out. Was 4-5 in that race. 2 wins on a season, 2 and 6 starts. 2 back was second by 6 lengths. 3 back was the other win. This one's individually timed to Scioto in 58. So this young filly from By Well Said, out of Extreme Prejudice, has been moving forward, has the post rail here, and is definitely one of the 2 main contenders.
The 2 Hoofbeat Harmony now driven by Chris Hirschberger, Danny Hotstetler for the trainer, as the trainer. This is Summa Cum Laude filly out of Better's Delight mare owned by NDF Stables of Garrettsville, Ohio. 3 lifetime starts, still looking to break the maiden. Last go, unfortunately had some bad luck at Painesville. Did make a break behind the gate and ended up finishing at distance in that race. Start before that, though, was at Carrollton, had a 3rd place finish in 2:10 flat, and that's the only time we've hit the board in those 3 lifetime starts.
3-horse Famous Alert, Logan Ebersole trains and drives for Linda Ebersole. This one's 0-2 on a season. Does come off of a vet scratch sick at Mount Vernon. last time did race was at Carrollton on July 21st. Did finish 4th that day from the 3-hole. Another young one that's looking to improve and probably needs another race.
Braden Rhodes on the 4, Laurel's Legend. Corey DeErman trains this bit of a legend filly owned by Cap Equine Estates of Youngstown. 3 lifetime starts, 2 wins, and a single second-place finish. Last go was a wire-to-wire winner at Mount Vernon, 2:03.4. Final quarter at Mount Vernon, 29-3. Originally a $17,000 purchase from the Ohio Selected Sale. It's made $6,100 in just 3 lifetime starts.
That's your full field of 4. Heading to the starting gate. We'll set it up to the call of race number 7 by Jeff Zidek.
Yeah.
My daughter-in-law's from Dalton. Well, I say it Dalton, but you don't know it's Dalton.
Manawa, Mantua, or Manaway?
Yeah.
I say Dalton.
2-year-old Philly Pacers behind the gate for the 7th. Here they come.
I say Dalton.
I like my old Pennsylvania towns. Couldn't get them mixed up.
There they go.
And they're off. Quick start from the outside for the 4, Laurel's Legend, going for the front with the 1, CPF Ready. Racing third in that first turn is the 2, Hoofbeat Harmony. And the trailer is Famous Alert. They head down the back stretch, up on the outside, trying to work the way to the front. Laurel's Legend for Braden Rhodes. Holding tight along the inside is CPF Ready for Case Bates, and they are battling early as they head down the backside. The 1 will not give it up. The 4 will now back off here. CPF Ready will take this field down to a quick quarter of 29 1/5. Very fast opening quarter. Off stride went Laurel's Legend. The 4 made a break. CPF Ready has won the early battle. Racing second now is Hoofbeat Harmony. Racing in third, back pacing after the break is Laurel's Legend, and the trailer is Famous Alert. And they'll bend around the turn and come down the stretch for the first time. Leading the way, it's CPF Freddy. Racing in second, it's Hoofbeat Harmony. Third on the outside is Laurel's Legend, as they've covered the half mile in 1:01 3/5. Leading the way is CPF Freddy into the turn. Racing second is Hoofbeat Harmony. Up on the outside now, taking over second is Laurel's Legend, and farther back to Famous Alert. Down the back stretch, they head toward the 3/4 marker. CPF Freddy, but coming back again, Laurel's Legend, a close second. Racing third is Hoofbeat Harmony, and the trailer is Famous Alert. CPF Freddy continues to lead it by 2.5 lengths. Racing second is Laurel's Legend. They are by the 3/4 in 1:33. Into the final turn, CPF Freddy leads it now, opens up on Laurel's Legend. Racing third is Hoofbeat Harmony, and the trailer is Famous Alert. Around the final turn, CPF Freddy's been in control all the way. Laurel's Legend is there in second. Racing third is Hoofbeat Harmony. Famous Alert trails as they move into the stretch for the final time. CPF Freddy is your leader. Racing second, Laurel's Legend, well ahead of Hoofbeat Harmony coming home. It's CPF Freddy in front. Time for the mile, 2:05 3/5.
2:05 3/5. Kind of a snappy time over here today for 2-year-old Philly Pacers. We haven't seen a ton of speed, but this track really doesn't conduce a lot of big miles here. But CPF Freddy won a sub-30 second, 29-1 opening quarter, 1:01 3 to the half. Got to give a lot of credit to Case Bates in there. He had his mind made up when he drew the 1 hole, said we're going for it, and that powerful effort of take no prisoners caused the 4 to actually take a seat, and that one got a little rough gated and was not involved with the win honors from there. And CPF Freddy, we're straight around the pack, pillar to post, and is on her way to get her picture taken. 2:05 3. Nice effort today by that one. For second, the 4, Laurel's Legend, did rally back to get second, and rounding out the try, Hoofbeat Harmony for third. 1-4-2, unofficial.
Case was not going to give up that post position at all. He protected that through and through, and it's nice to see this filly looks like she can race from just about everywhere, win from just about everywhere. I say, of course, today here we are wire to wire. We also had a wire to wire win back at Bucyrus, but her last start before today was in Mount Vernon. She actually kind of raced in the middle of the pack there, so she does her job and does it well. Originally just a $4,500 purchase from the Buckeye Classic. Adds not quite $2,000 more onto her card, but she's batting almost $10,000 already in 7 lifetime starts. There is money to be made of the fair circuits, that's for sure. Here comes Case. First winning drive of the afternoon. Back into the winner's circle.
All right, who did you say what?
Moving into the winner's circle, number 1 CPF Preble up by the Crazy Parrot Farm of Frisco, Texas. Robert Boweries is the winning trainer. Case Bateson with the winning drive. CPF Preble gets the third win in 7 lifetime starts. The mile in 2:05 3/5. Results are official from the top down. Number 1 CPF Preble was the winner. Number 2 Hoofbeat Harmony was third. Number 3 Famous Alert was fourth. Number 4 Laurel's Legend was second from the top down. It's 1, 3, 4, and 2 on the bottom. Opening quarter 29 1/5. Half in 101 3/5. 3/4 133. Time for the mile 2:05 3/5. Moving on to the 8th race. There are no changes in the 8th. No changes in race 8.
7 races in the books. 6 more races to go. Takes us to race number 8, 3-year-old filly trotters. We've got a full field of 4 here going for 72.37. No program changes. We're going to tell you all about that race after these brief messages.
Don't miss the North American Standardbred Mixed Sale in Mount Hope, Ohio, December 18th. Only 2 sales in and already gaining attention across North America. This exciting young sale specializes in high-quality racehorses, broodmare prospects, and stallion shares with industry-leading pedigrees. One of our exciting graduates is world record holder Allegiant, headlining a growing list of successful sale graduates. Last year's sale topper was Refined at $260,000, followed by Stardust Volo at $250,000. Visit the North American Standardbred MixedSale.com and join us December 18th in Mount Hope, Ohio.
History, tradition. For over 100 years, 2- and 3-year-old trotters and pacers have started their careers on the tracks of the Home Talent Colt Stakes. See the future stars of Ohio harness racing at one of the Home Talent's 15 tracks. The stars of tomorrow are racing at a track near you today. The Home Talent Colt Stakes. You can't win them if you aren't in them.
Do you love horses and the outdoors? There are hundreds of immediate openings across Ohio for caretakers and grooms. Work with these beautiful animals every day. Health insurance, vision care, prescription benefits, and a retirement plan are available to those that qualify. Help care for these beautiful animals. Immediate openings across Ohio. For more information, visit OhioHorseJobs.com. That's OhioHorseJobs.com.
For 100 years, the values at BNSF Insurance have been clear. Do the right thing. These values have been at the forefront of what we do, and that will never change. But as the world changes, so must our business. That's why the time is right to change our name to CoverLink. When tragedy strikes, we protect our clients, we cover. And the connection of our values of doing what is right is the link. Combine the two and you get CoverLink. While our name has changed, nothing else has changed. Great service from great people. CoverLink Insurance.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Order online at BigD'sWeb.com. Use code FAIR26 and receive $10 off your next order. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
The roots of harness racing are born at the county fair. For over 150 years, people have gathered to watch horses battle it out for fame and glory. Catch the thrills this summer at an Ohio Fair Racing Conference County Fair. The OFRC races at 22 fairs in 20 Ohio counties. Trotters and pacers put it all on the line to be called the best in the Buckeye State. The Ohio Fair Racing Conference, where the path to greatness begins. In Ohio, we know a thing or two about greatness. It's in our blood. It's in our horses. Ohio Standardbreds are built to win, racing for nearly $23 million in Ohio Stakes races. See Ohio's top yearlings at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale Friday, September the 12th at the Pickaway County Event Center. Show day is Thursday. Experience the thrill and invest in the future with the Buckeye Owner Bonus. Eligible Ohio sired yearlings get a bonus after their 2- and 3-year-old racing season. Learn more at OhioHarnessHorseBreeders.com.
Midland Acres is proud to stand the prominent stallions, TCI, Long Tom, Ready for Money, Monty Mickey, Summa Cum Laude, and Bit of a Legend. With such great pedigree and speed in the stallion barn, Midland Acres will provide a diverse group of top yearlings in the sale ring for 2025. Visit us this fall at our consignments at the Blooded Horse Sale on August 26th, the Ohio Select Jug Sale on September 12th, and the Lexington Select Sale on September 29th through October 3rd. Let Midland Acres' experience in the industry lead you to the winner's circle.
Warren Racing has been racing and breeding winners for over 5 decades, specializing in the development of young horses racing in Ohio. We are currently looking for new partnership opportunities as the fall sales approach. Our facilities feature a half-mile all-weather track, a sand track, beautiful turnouts, and everything that is needed to set your next quarter filly up for success. Want to own your next resource and have fun doing it? If so, contact us today and join in on the thrill of Ohio harness racing.
The Ohio equine industry needs your help. I'm Scott Mogan, president of the Ohio Harness Horsemen Association. With over 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. That means jobs that pump millions of dollars into the local economy and support thousands of families. For Ohio's equine industry to remain strong, we need to send a clear message to our legislators about the important role that the agricultural small businesses play in Ohio's economy. To do that, we need your help. PACER, the Political Action Committee for Equine Racing, helps support and inform on issues that could positively affect Ohio harness racing. Please consider a donation to PACER. To donate, visit our website at OHHA.com or call 614-221-3650. Your donation will help keep harness racing strong in Ohio. Thank you for your support.